Today, we're going to talk about the Genius Invocation TCG in Genshin Impact and why I feel like it was doomed for failure from the very start. Okay, so there's multiple reasons why I think it was doomed for failure. Number one, if I go to Prince here and we go to the player levels, I'm already player level 10. And if we kind of compare the TCG in terms of the Sorna teapot and we compare the incentive, if we compare the TCG towards this teapot, at least you can get other resources for the main game, right? Building your characters and whatnot. Heroes Wits, you can get Mora, Transient Resin, etc, etc. At least there's stuff you can do past that level 10 trust rank point in the Sorna teapot, and the TCG, not so. Once you hit player level 10, you get your last set of 60 Primogems, and you can no longer get anything else. There's actually zero incentive to continue playing the TCG once you hit player level 10. So like once you put a month and a week, month and a half into the TCG, and you get your final 60 Primogems reward at player level 10, there's literally no reason to continue playing. And I've like stated this prior in a TCG video that I've done in the past. I don't know why Hoovers would not give us more rewards in terms of Primogems, as let's be real here, boys. And I've talked about this multiple times. The community, they love Primogems, okay? And if there is no Primogems, they don't want to do it. That is just the majority of players. And the fact that the TCG has no extra Primogems that you can get on a recurring basis, Hoovers really should have implemented these extra rewards. And it doesn't even have to be Primogems. It could have been more resources, such as Heroes Wits again, like this from the teapot, Transient Resin, could have been Mora, Artifact Fodder XP. There's other resources that we can actually use for our characters than just hitting player level 10, grabbing your 600 Primogems, and that's essentially it. The Genius Invocation TCG, another major problem in my opinion, is the PvP mode. There is no ranked system in the TCG. I don't know why that's the case. I guess excessive anxiety, I don't know. I feel like they could have really capitalized on this, as, you know, it's a trading card game. Who would not want ranked mode in the TCG? Once you play the PvP mode, and you can do it like right here, by the way, so it's right here, you can co-op mode, right? And you can kind of match using the matchmaking system, or if you have somebody in your world, you can invite them into your world and matchmake your friend and PvP them that way. It's like, again, after a while, it gets very, very boring. I remember when the TCG first came out, there's so much hype and buzz around it, and I just remember, like, even myself versing friends and stuff, it just got really boring after a while. They should have really capitalized on adding a ranked mode, as it would have at least gave you another incentive, like the Primogen rewards. It would get you playing the game more, as you'd have a reason to play the game more, if that makes sense. Alright, number 3 in terms of problems with the Genius Invocation TCG is that the extra layer of RNG with the die rolls is just pure AIDS. It's just the fact that you have another layer of RNG. If somebody is running this meta deck, and then you have the other person running the exact same meta deck, to have an advantage over your opponent. So if you have two people running the same meta deck and having the exact same cards, what would it really come down to? The die you roll, the cards you draw, etc, etc, right? That is really what it comes down to. And again, going back into the repetitiveness and no incentive to play the TCG, it's like, why would you continue playing? You know what I mean? Especially that this is a mini game and not the main aspect of Genshin Impact. I just don't see an incentive to continue playing the TCG. I know there's some mad lads that didn't even bother playing to begin with. You guys are like a different breed, which kind of leads me into my last point. Majority of players in Genshin Impact are casual players. I have done countless polls in the past, seen other comments on other content creators' videos and whatnot, and the majority of players, they don't even want to explore their world for chests to get extra Primogems to pull for characters, let alone the TCG that would require way more playtime. Even down to the base mode of TCG, if you make one wrong move or you get trolled on the die rolls, it could possibly affect the duel and cost you the entire game, where in which you would have to restart the duel all over again and invest more time into the TCG. Not even going into the serious modes, where literally, if you get rolled on those die rolls, you're probably gonna lose that match, as it's obviously scripted in a hard way, hence the whole name serious mode. So if you make one wrong move, you're probably gonna lose that duel, again, where you're gonna have to put in more time into the TCG to kind of recover your mistakes, restart the duel over, etc, etc. It was fun, I'll give it that when it first came out, but after a while, it just gets way too repetitive and boring. So it's like, why would you continue playing with no extra rewards, no rank mode to actually incentivize the TCG to keep you playing, right? I just don't see a point. I feel like the TCG, in my opinion, was just doomed for failure from the very beginning, just because of the way it was designed, the RNG factors, the no reward factor, the repetitiveness factor, no PvP mode, etc, etc. But yeah, let me know if you guys agree with my points. Maybe you guys agree, maybe you guys disagree. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. I will be reading all the comments as usual. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, it'll help out the channel a lot, and I'll see you boys in the next one.
Told my brothers one day we gon' make it. We just nigga gotta grind for that paycheck. Mama told me one day I'll be famous. Remember when she used to say she hate this? Back then they would laugh when I say shit. Now